How unusual to be back at the auto shop. We fix you right. Well, the auto shop has been a place of mystery for the longest amount of time because certain things have appeared at the auto shop, disappeared, and it has some lore tied to it directly with everything. Welcome aboard, subscribe, and the post notification from Get the One, make it a good thing. Today we're going to be talking about tires and the new no, we're not talking about tires. We're talking about 5 things that got removed in Brookhaven from the beginning of time to now, actually, in some of the recent events. I mean, this is stuff that is very unusual. Things are getting removed, and they're never returning, it looks like, and some of these will never return. However, maybe one will, and the one we're talking about that might return is going to be the one kicking us off on this list. So if you haven't, hit the like button for this plant over here. I mean, this nice, lovely plant. If you like plants, you love oxygen, anything that plants do for us, then hit the like button. I mean, the trees are out here producing amazing oxygen, actually. But anyway, so let's go ahead and dive into the first one, which is going to be the criminal base. Now, what is the criminal base? It is a rare base that was and once did appear in the auto shop right over here. You would pull a broom or slightly move the broom, and then an opening would appear that you can drop down into a criminal base, an operation of sort that was being conducted, perhaps connected to the agency. We've seen this in the movie First Contact firsthand. So in the movie First Contact, you can see a glimpse and an entryway into what the criminal base was like. However, a lot of us players, just even within the last year, or well, last year, shall I say, we were able to enjoy the criminal base and learn about bits and parts of it and actually play alongside the auto shop. Now, it's very important to note that the auto shop was a feature that was also removed at one point in time and later added. So the auto shop has already been removed once and added again, so maybe the criminal base is going to be added again as well later down the line when it makes sense for the lore and everything in between that is going on with Brookhaven's crazy storyline regarding Mr. Brookhaven and everything connected with the agency. It just gets even crazier, right? So that's the first one, and that's a crazy one that might be making its return. So the next one we're going to be talking about, though, is one that I have talked about before that I find incredibly fascinating. We're going to hop on our skateboard here and zoom right over as quick as possible. I've been having, the lobby I'm in has been so glitchy, by the way, but I've just been experiencing glitches nonstop. So right over here, we have this one. The hotel, motel to be exact. I always want to call it a hotel, but it's rather more correctly called a motel. Now, the motel is fascinating. It is a wonderful place where you can pretty much at any point in time stay in one of these vacant rooms. These rooms can get corrupted and weird throughout the course of time travel weirdness with the agency. If you happen to find a broken down room in this motel, you will see that it is completely overrun and turned with just agency disgust, honestly, through a different age of time. You know, it's really weird because that little secret that I'm talking about, when you go through it, you can make the portal through it and everything of intricacy. It is very weird because it has something to do with time travel and stuff. So the motel is full of its own secrets, but one thing that got removed in the motel that you're probably like, okay, the motel's still here, what are you talking about? This is removed. These should be called just removed buildings and rooms, honestly, because that's what they are. The 2-floor motel, right? The 2-floor motel, I've talked about it plenty of times. Everyone in the community has talked about it. Everyone in the community loves the idea of it because it's a larger style building, a bigger building, right? Most of the time when you think motels, you think 2 floors, right? It just makes sense. Not a singular motel, although there are plenty out there. They're not usually too well upkept. So you usually think 2 floors in a motel, but here you only get 1. And there is a chance the 2-floor motel could return, but I highly doubt it. I went more in detail into this, and I don't think it's going to be a feature or something that was removed that will return. I think we'll see, we'll have a better chance seeing the criminal base return than we see a 2-floor motel. Now, getting on to the next one, which isn't going to be far from here, is right over here near the airport. So the airport now is an amazing, wonderful place, but in the location of the airport used to be something much different. And I believe, well, at one point in time, there used to be the church around here as well. The church used to be located in one of these locations, but also a place called Tube TV, I believe, which was a place that was a video making paradise for creators, I guess. Tube TV, right? It was a little hint and play on of YouTube of sort that people could go to, and it actually worked as the news station as well, which it later got transferred into becoming the actual news station that you see in Brookhaven. The Tube TV was the first news station and kind of content creatable place that content was produced at. So that used to be over in this location. However, I think it also got moved multiple times throughout the course of history as well. So without wasting any time, let's get on to the next one, which is right here at Brooks Diner. This used to not be, or nope, not Brooks Diner. It used to be over here at the mall, actually. I was going to say Brooks Diner, but I don't, and I forgot about that one too. Okay, so this one right here is the Burger Den. So if we're getting on to the next one, that gives us a total of 3, right? Let's go on to the 4th one. This right here used to be the Burger Den. Now, when I say this list cannot even do justice for some of the things that got removed throughout the course of time, there's a lot of things that got removed, and there's a lot of things we're hoping that's going to return. I mean, the whole map layout used to be completely different. Do keep that in mind. But this used to be, of course, the location of the Burger Barn. Now, the Burger Barn no longer exists. It's Happy Burger. However, you can get a little hint of Burger Barn if you do the takeout. I thought, is it the takeout? No, it's not the takeout that you can see it on. Let's go over here and let's grab this. Come on, give me the phrase. Oh my god, I got 2, dude. It doesn't say it on the phrase no more. No, you removed it? Why would you remove that? Why would you remove the Burger Barn on the fry box? Oh my god, we don't have nothing to remember Burger Barn by no more. I wonder what the problem was with Burger Barn. Was there some like copyright issues? Was there something weird that it had to be turned to Happy Burger? Like, Burger Barn was so cool. I don't know the history or the reason Wolfpack decided to step down from the Burger Barn, but it did happen, and this location where the mall used to be is now the remnants of, there's no remnants of Burger Barn actually, but I'm sure some of you guys have seen it. We got Amazing Rosie's Gym though, the top of the top. But yeah, the next one I actually just remembered as I was doing, so I'm gonna add into this one. Like I said, there's just so many things that did get removed, but that would be where the apartments are now. Now, where you see the newly functional apartments, you can open your bike shop and skateboard shop, all that stuff. It used to not be that. It used to be a restaurant known as Sonny's Restaurant. Another restaurant, more of a kind of casual place that you can go and dine and overlook the wonderful town of Brookhaven as you're dining, and those swings. They're always going crazy over there. It never fails. I don't know why. Anyway, so yeah, this used to be Sonny's Restaurant. You could walk in up over here. There used to not be no carport here. You could go in there, have a nice, wonderful dinner, and overlook all of Brookhaven while you were just having a nice conversating dinner with whoever you may be there with. Maybe you're there alone. But anyways, it was a wonderful restaurant, and it's kind of weird to see it gone. I remember in the earliest days I was talking about what if Sonny's Restaurant returned, but it never actually did, and then later became the apartments that we know now, the cool modern midtown apartments that you can just kind of live right in the center of everything if you desire, which I think is a better addition. And I think we have enough restaurants from the mall and the Brooks Diner, so we don't really need Sonny's Restaurant anymore. So I guess it's something that will be in the past for good, but still a wonderful memory at the least to think of. So there you go, 5 features or 5 things that did get removed. I mean, like I said, there's plenty. You could probably make a list of 10 or 20 actually if you really go in detail about things that got removed, but I thought we'd keep it simple right now and just do 5 that got removed. So with that aside, I will see you all in the next one. If you made it to the end, comment below saying I'm